ಪೋಸ್ಟಲ್ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಯಂ ಮೈಸೂರು, ಬನ್ನಿ ನೋಡೋಣ.
Postal Museum Mysore. I am Vishwanath, working as an office assistant here. So I will be briefing about the Postal Museum being established at Postal Training Center, Mysore. We are in the southern part of India, in the southern part of Karnataka state, and this is Mysore, the erstwhile capital of the old Mysore state before the independence. So this is a Postal Training Center exclusively established for the purpose of training postal officials of southern region, which includes the state of Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, as well as Telangana. As far as the technology is concerned, we are catering the needs of almost covering the entire part of the country, and even from the northern region, western and eastern region, those officials are being deputed here for the postal technology and operational training here. So here the speciality of PTC Mysore is we have established, you can see here, we have established a postal museum, one of the rarest museums in the history of post office, and it is in the initial stage. We are trying to develop this as a very good national level postal museum. Here the old postal stationery, old postal equipments which were used right from those days of Arabs, Britishers, and erstwhile the kings and the royal families covering which were in existence during those days in India. Now this postal museum is having its own importance. To understand this, the importance of postal museum, we have to understand the work of the post office right from those days. Here you can see the model of a post runner. As you know, the post, which was the only way of communication during those days, they used to write letters and they used to close it in the bags, and those bags were transported from one place to another. So during those days there was no fast media like aeroplane, bus, train facility, etc. The only means was bullock cart and the walking mode being used during those days. So during those days, all the posts which were closed in the bag, this model, this person used to carry from one place to another. He used to cover at least 60 to 80 kilometers a day. For example, a place is from A to B, the distance is around 120 kilometers. This person used to carry from A to midpoint, and another person from B to the midpoint. These people used to exchange the bags and they used to come back with the bag. During those days, he used to carry for a self-guard against wild animals, forest area, etc. He used to carry this weapon. Whenever he makes the sound of this bell, so people used to understand, yes, a mail runner or post runner is on the way, so we should give way to that person. So that is the intention, and to guard himself against, for self protection, and to guard himself against the wild animals and other thieves, etc. So this weapon is used, and he used to carry, you can see here in the model, he used to carry the post bag on his back, the post bag on his back. He used to carry during the night time this lantern. So please come inside, we can see some more. You can see here, during those days, there was no electricity, but this equipment was used to oil lantern in the post office. They used to put inside the oil, they used to light it, and they used to work even in the night for the purpose of sorting. And you can see here, those are the equipments. So postal articles, it depends upon the weights, the charges which were levied through stamps, etc. Date stamp. Here you can see the model which is displayed. The same equipments which is used by different parts. It is the original equipment which have been collected all over the country for the purpose of this museum. As we know, postal system was running on prepaid service. For example, if you take a card, during those days, now itself, the value of card is, cost of card is at 25 paise or 50 paise. For Meghdut it is 25 paise, for regular card it is 50 paise. Irrespective of the distance, if you write from here, it used to reach the top of the India or at the bottom of the India without any change in the cost of the prepaid amount. Now, that prepaid system was introduced by the Britishers during those days, and these are the stamps which are used as a prepaid service. See the various personalities. Sai Baba is there, Sant Tyagaraja is there, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Dadabhai Nauroji, Mahatma Gandhi, Purandara Dasaru, then Subhash Chandra Bose, K. Narayan, Lal Bahadur Shastri, N.T. Ramarao, Akkineni Nageshwarrao Garu, and the famous singer Kishore Kumar, Muhammad Rafi. From Karnataka it is Dr. Rajkumar. Ramana Maharshi, Aurobindo, Annie Besant, Swami Vivekananda, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Rajiv Gandhi, Neelam Sanjeev Reddy. Here, the very special moment. So these personalities, the stamps of these personalities have been brought out only after the passing away of those great personalities, except in the case of Sachin Tendulkar. For that, amendment has been passed in the parliament just to commemorate the 200th test of Sachin Tendulkar. Yes, this is a stamp. This is shown here. It is released on the day of 15th August 1947 to memorize the independence for India. It shows the victory by peace because no weapon is shown, only plane is shown there. It's flying high. To memorize zodiac signs and astrological signs followed by the old Hindu culture, Indian culture. So these stamps have been brought out. Yes. So these lamps, they used to carry in mail vans and in railway stations to recognize the postal arrival of postal bag. Just like a signal which was given by the railway guard, the mail guard used to, during the night time, he used to show this to the particular person from post office, and that person can identify the mail wagon, and he used to come and collect that mail bags from that particular train. So these are all the various badges used by the postal officials. Here you can see mail runner. You can imagine it is embed. This one done. The badge is in Urdu during those days of Arabs, Mughals, etc. So these were embossed, and this is brass brass metal badge used by different personalities, different workers in the post office, mail messenger, delivery peon, telegraph messenger, even telegraph also he used to carry this, and hamal, mail runners, dark runner, etc. And even the peons in the offices, superintendent or postmaster's office, he used to wear this badge. You can see here also, there also, the badges were in brass, bronze, and then it was evaluated to steel, aluminum, here you can see the plastic badges, evaluation of the badge system, the plastic. This depicts the evaluation of the metals. Earlier it was brass, bronze, then steel, aluminum, plastic. Now it is in the card form, electronic form. See, these are all the various books, records maintained by various post offices. Very old. You can see here it is Hunsur from 1882. It is SB Journal 1880 to 1890, and this is also Hunsur 1897 to 1900, and this is Mysore 1882, and some old records from different places having its own history, and it has almost all have crossed 100 years mark. So earlier, before the introduction of computers, we used to use this typewriters. This is called a travel writer. This travel writer was used by the inspecting officers. Now we are using laptop. This has been replaced by the laptop. Instead of laptop, these inspecting officers, it is a travel writer. They used to take this, and whenever they go to any office for inspection purpose or verification purpose, they used to type it on the spot and deliver the verification notes, remarks, and visit reports immediately on the spot by using this travel writer. This is the office typewriter which was used. After the introduction of a computer, this has become obsolete. Now we have the internet media of handwork, knowing the rates, etc. During earlier days, this is used as a handbook, hand note. So you can see here the various rates, tariffs for the purpose of counter assistant or counter clerk, or even to the for the purpose of public also. So this is used as a ready reckoner. So you can see the tariff whenever a person comes and asks for the tariff, what is the rate, etc. Seeing the weight and the distance, he used to intimate what are all the tariffs. Prior to 1986, so the postal and telegraph department, they were working together. So they used to send telegrams, operate telegram systems. So people can very well remember this, what is a telegram. They used to send short messages through telegram that was being handled by the post office itself. So this is one of the equipments used to send the telegraph. This is called Morse equipment. You can see here, and operational manuals concerning with the telegraph also, it is displayed. Postal and telegraph. P and T means postal and telegraph. Even during those days, radios, televisions were used by the people, and the license was being granted by the post office. In a passbook, they used to give license. For that, they used to collect some revenue. They used to collect some fees, that is a revenue to the government. To memorize that the post office was handling, a wireless inspector was there. He used to grant license for radios and televisions. To memorize that, this radio is displayed. And the various payment systems. Now we are just observing in kgs, kilograms. Earlier it was in tolas. This is called the cash chest being used by post office. Before the introduction of banks and even postal savings banks, they used to keep cash inside this box and they used to lock this. This is a very heavy gauge cash box, cash chest embedded in the post offices. You can see the weight is very heavy, very difficult to lift. You can see the make also. This is having two keys. One is with the cashier and another one with the postmaster. They are the joint custodians for this. Those two persons come and open this, and otherwise it will not open. So that is the security measure taken during those days. So these are the various post boxes which were in force during those days. In a village like small villages having less population, this was used as a post box, and in official communication also. So this is a medium post box. This was also in use, and very heavy public places, and where people used to put more letters, or where accumulation of government offices or other offices, schools, colleges, universities was there. So very big post boxes they used to embed or hang this post box. You can see the postman attire. During those days, the postman used to appear like that, and he used to have a leather bag like this, with the attire having a royal cross, a leather cash bag, post bag, and in his pocket, waist pocket, for the purpose of keeping stamps, seals, etc. here. And he used to carry water bag like this. Still, this museum used to be developed into a bigger one. So we have requested the concerned authorities of both the P&T department to extend their kind cooperation in sending the various old articles, equipments which were used during those days of P&T. Prior to 1986, we were together. Both the post and telegraphs were together. We are trying to collect those equipments and other records, and we further want to display that here, and we want to make this museum international one within a short period.